Fuck you, Corey.
You're watching Man Cave with Big Mike and Jay, covering all the sports you love on the National Streaming Sports Roku channel.
Jay and Scully, actually. Jay and Scully. Let's go.
Yeah. Holding it down for Big Mike.
Oh, yeah. What's good, man?
Chilling. What's up with you, man? Another manic Tuesday. Sorry.
Shit. Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
Salute, man. Daniel. Salute. Yeah, man. Don't know what day it is, man. That's how the weeks be going. Everybody working and doing that, man. It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy right now.
Yeah. We just we happy to be breathing, and we happy to have at least 1 or 2 wins. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I feel that. Definitely got to have the wins, man. Guess we recap some games, man. Yeah. NFL, you know what I mean? Like, what else is there at this time of year other than college football and playoffs, baseball playoffs? Of course, can't disrespect them, but NFL, man.
Yeah,
NFL.
Big J, real quick though, I just want to start off with it. We gotta say a RIP to 2 of the best athletes out there.
Yes,
Pete Rose could have went down top 10. Remember, we did our top 10 baseball. Nobody picked Pete Rose. We could have threw him in there. And the great Dikembe Mutombo, man.
Dikembe Mutombo.
Yeah, top 2-3 defensive player ever, man. Rest in peace to them fellas, man.
Yeah, rest in peace for sure, man. And they should have put Pete in before he passed, man. They crazy, man. They crazy.
And I know. And Mutombo, we got to put up that finger, but now everybody's
no.
Hey, Jay, who wants to go to LA with me?
You're right. Well, his son got to live out the legacy now.
Yeah. But rest in peace to them fellas from the Man Cave, man.
Yeah, for sure. All right, man. I guess let's get to it, man.
Go in.
We can start with Thursday night division game, Cowboys Giants. And the Giants somehow is 1-3. I feel like they should be 0-4 right now.
Yeah, for sure.
But them Cleveland boys,
man, that game was awfully bad. That was awfully bad to watch, Jay. But I don't know, man. I don't even know what to say about the NFCs, but I'm gonna say one thing. You might have caught it. The Commanders is the best team in that division, bro. You're right.
I know, man, because I told you I feel like the Eagles is gonna take a step back. I don't know how far, but Jalen, man, he's playing. He actually got good numbers. Him and Patrick Mahomes literally got the same numbers, bro. But the Chiefs is 4-0. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to find a way to win and limit them turnovers, man. He doing way too much. But the Giants Cowboys Thursday night. It wasn't a good game at all because it's the kids. What's going on? I mean, Dak is actually not playing bad. 22 for 27, 221, 2 touchdowns, sacked 1 time. So that's no turnovers either, no interceptions or anything.
Yeah.
They only ran for 80 yards.
Yeah, that's the thing. They got I think Zeke Elliott already downgraded the second string backup, second, third running back. The Dower or something. Yeah,
Dowdle 11 carries, 46 yards.
Yeah, so Zeke pretty much done, which they already knew what it was. I don't even know why they came in and tried to start him. That was a bad mistake.
5 for 19 for Zeke, man. 3 yards a carry, 3.8 yards a carry,
That's
But
terrible.
80 yards on the ground. I mean, they still won the game. But
Yeah.
you playing the Giants, who only ran for 26 yards. 24 carries, 26 yards. Actually, they averaged 1 yard a carry.
Let's just say this now. This dude Malik Neighbors is a beast, bro. Like
Yeah.
I try to follow College J like that, but I like to be surprised by these dudes when they come out, like Malik Neighbors. Like everybody, y'all knew he was good, but I'm looking at him like this dude remind me. He remind me of Yo Boy. He remind me of what's the name out?
Chase. Chase. Yeah. Helmet. He part of the reason Jaden Daniels won the Heisman.
Yeah.
Part. The reason.
No, the Giants are nice. I really like I said, I think the Cowboys slid with that one. They still can't stop nobody on defense.
Yeah, I know. 281 for Daniel Jones, no touchdowns, 1 interception, 29 for 40. So he throwing the ball. You got to be able to run the ball though.
Right. And they only really got Malik Neighbors out there and what's the name? Forget the other receiver, but he all right. But the Cowboys just basically, Jay, the Cowboys break it down to Ferguson and what's the name out there, man? They really don't have no weapons. They have no running game. You can't win in the NFL if you can't run and stop the run. So we picked like 8, 9 games for them. That's what they look at.
And I was just about to ask you how many games you think they'll win so far after these 4 games. How many games the Cowboys got?
They should have lost that Giants game.
Yeah, I feel like too. I mean, if Daniel Jones could have, if he could have threw some touchdowns, man, they get the win. You know, Malik Neighbors, 12 receptions, 115 yards.
I feel if Malik didn't get hurt at the end of that game, he got hurt, he got that concussion. I was watching it. If he would have been able to play them last 2 drives, I think the Cowboys would have lost. So I'm really putting.
They just got to score early, man. If they would have scored some early touchdowns, because they scored 15 points, the Cowboys scored 20 points, man. If they scored, if Daniel Jones throw 2 touchdown passes,
they win.
You know what I'm saying? They win the game. 1 touchdown pass, you win the game.
Yeah,
but he has 0, so. I didn't really like that game, and I don't like what I'm seeing from. I actually like what I'm seeing more from the Giants than what I'm seeing from the Cowboys. What I saw in that game from the Cowboys, for real. But Dak, I like what Dak did. He only missed 5 passes, 2 touchdowns, 221. I do like that, and they protected him. But they gotta find a way to run the ball or find somebody. Make a trade. They got to do something, man. And DeMarcus Lawrence went down too, so he on IR.
Lawrence down too, so that's a big loss. They should have went out there and got Kareem Hunt first. That's what they should have.
Man, I don't understand why they didn't do that. They got Zeke, and when they got Zeke, I'm like, man, y'all is tripping. Yeah, like, y'all don't want to win. They don't want to win, y'all. I'm telling you, they do not want to win.
Jay, I'm going by to Sunday night. I think they play the Steelers Sunday night or Monday night. I'm gonna go like this: if the Cowboys lose to the Steelers and look like they did in them 2 losses when they got beat up, I'm going to go below 8 games. If they beat the Steelers, I'm going to go above 8 games, but I'm not going more than 10. You feel me?
Real quick, Mike said we doing business with another network, Network 216. Okay. Want to shout y'all out. Appreciate y'all, man. Hope to build a good business partnership for sure. Yeah. But yeah, man, I don't think the Cowboys beat the Steelers. If they do beat the Steelers, depending on how they beat the Steelers, that'll tell me what I need to know. But I can't really judge that until I see the game. I just don't think with the Steelers defense, the Cowboys won't be able to run the ball. You see, they couldn't run the ball against the Giants, so it's going to be even worse against the Steelers. So Dak don't have to throw 50 passes, and I think interceptions. And
you know what that means? That means 2 touchdowns and 4 interceptions,
or 3, at least 2.
At least 3.
At least 2. I'm gonna say at least 2. But if he got to throw 50 passes against the Steelers, he may throw 3 or 4 interceptions.
Well, we already picked it. I got the Giants and the Commanders and the Eagles having better records than the Cowboys, so. They looking like between 6 and 9 games. That's what I'm guessing.
Well, I don't think the Giants. I think the Giants finished last. I think the Cowboys finished 3rd. Eagles 2nd. Commanders. I think the Commanders gonna be 1st. Jaden Daniels is like 80-something% accurate. Like in the first 4 games, like he's unbelievable, man. And I knew it. I ain't gonna say I called it. I didn't call it or nothing like that. But I knew he was a good.
Call that shit, though.
I mean, I knew he was a good quarterback, though, man. Like he won the Heisman for a reason. That he can throw the ball. he can run, and running ain't even the first thing he want to do. It's kind of like LeBron on the court.
Yeah.
I can score all these points, but I'm gonna pass the ball first. Yeah. That's what he does, man. Like I can run all over the field all day, but I'm gonna throw the ball, bro. He has a cannon. He has. Oh my God, bro.
Best quarterback star in NFL history. Don't matter if you rookie or anything, percentage wise. Like
for sure.
Literally at 90%. That's unheard of. Like,
bro, he got a real big future, and the way Patrick Mahomes playing right now, he ain't the guy no more. Like he's the guy because his team keeps winning. But I'm saying the premier quarterback, it may be Jaden Daniels in the next year or two for sure.
Oh, him and CJ Stroud, they already moving up that way. Yeah, they up.
Yeah, yeah, and even though the Texans ain't looking like they supposed to be looking like they looked last year, they still finding ways. CJ still finding ways to get the ball where it needs to be. And
it's early, Jay. We still in the multiverse, so we can't look at nothing right now. I'm not paying attention to nothing right now. Nothing.
Yeah. I just want to see the games played, man.
Yeah,
that's it.
And when we talk about injuries, how many more players are going to go down? Rashee Rice is down. He might be done for the year. This is the most injury-prone season ever, Jay. Ever.
I know, and they don't even know what's wrong with him. They still ain't said yet. They said there's some weird shit with it, so I don't.
But it looked like it's done. Yeah, it looked like he at least. And now they got Puka Kanua out at least another 6 games. Like,
it's bad.
This is bad, man. Like, it's bad for fantasy. It's bad for the league. It's bad for fantasy. But again, going on to the next game. These coaches got to start playing guys in the preseason. I feel like half of these dudes wouldn't be hurt if they were up.
Probably be less injury if they conditioned better and played in the preseason. Yeah, I agree.
Fact.
Next game, Saints Falcons, which was a really good game.
Yeah.
Really good game. 26-24, Atlanta.
ATL.
And I thought the Saints was going to pull it out. I picked them to win that game. Derek Carr, 28 for 36, 239, 0 touchdowns, 1 interception, 1 sack. He only got sacked 1 time, and they ran the ball 131 yards. Kamara 77 yards and a touchdown. I mean, they got two receivers with 8 catches, a receiver with 7. Olave and Shaheed, they both 83 and 87, but no touchdowns, man.
Right.
And like, I mean, you still lost by 2 points.
Yeah.
There was no passing touchdowns in this entire game.
None?
Neither team. No, Kirk Cousins, 21 for 35, 238, 0 touchdowns, 1 sack, and 1 interception. Damn near the same numbers because Carr had 239, Cousins had 238. They both had 1 pick and 1 sack.
Yeah.
Yeah, the percentage is just, they both threw 35 and 36 passes. So their numbers is damn near identical.
Right.
That's insane.
I picked Atlanta just because I knew it was going to be a tight game, and New Orleans, I feel like they kind of got exposed by the Eagles last week when that defense shut them down. Taysom Hill hurt again, but he had 2 touchdowns. He looked like their running game. Man, Kirk Cousins, man, he just seemed like he fit there. He fit in good there. If they can get Pitts, the tight end, going, come on, man, this guy.
And Bijan, though. And Bijan, he keep disappearing. 7 for 28. Algiers 8 for 60. They ran for 88 yards, so they got outrushed, and they threw damn near the same amount of passes and get passing yards. So it had to be defense, and just the right time. You making the right plays at the right time.
Yeah, Atlanta does some funny shit with Bijan. They did this last year. They like to. I feel like they really learning from who was the running back there? Who was Todd Gurley, right? Remember when he went, they had Todd Gurley. They saw how the Rams really ran down Todd. Now, Todd Gurley is more of a physical back, but they really beat Todd Gurley up with the Rams his first 10 years, but he dominated. I feel like that's what they do with Bijan. I noticed that last year because I had him in fantasy, and he'll have like 2 really good games, and then they'll kind of ease back on him, and then they'll throw Algier out there. And you saw that last Sunday. They kind of scaled back on him and went with Algier.
Yeah, not just. Yeah, I don't get it.
You can't do that. You can't do that to a player.
He had 4 receptions for 46 yards.
Yeah,
but 7 carries. They both had 7 and 8 carries. Man,
I don't even know how they put up 20 points with no passing touchdowns.
That's what I'm saying. 26 to 24. They had the Saints had 3 rushing touchdowns, and the crazy part is the Falcons didn't have a rushing touchdown or a passing touchdown.
Right. That's
they scored 26 points.
Yeah.
Bro.
What's Atlanta now? So Atlanta is let's see. Are they 2-2?
Right? Yeah, they 2-2.
Yeah, so I mean
Atlanta, they had an interception for a touchdown.
Atlanta's gonna be tough in that NFC South with Tampa Bay there. They showed they could beat the Saints. Obviously, it's different playing in Atlanta than it's playing in New Orleans, but I think Atlanta is going to be one of them sneak teams at the end of the year. I feel like they could scale up in there and get in there.
But they made 4 field goals. Their kicker scored 14 points.
Oh yeah, they won the last second field goal with the
14 points, and they got a pick 6. So they got 5 points. Would they get a safety or some shit?
I think so.
They had to, because I ain't watched the whole game, but they had to get a safety because that's 5 points left on the board.
Yeah, I watched. I didn't see the safety, but I saw Koo, man, hit that last second 3.
Oh, you tell me this ain't crazy.
Yeah.
We scored 3 rushing touchdowns. Y'all don't throw a passing touchdown or get a rushing touchdown, and y'all still win the game. We scored 3 touchdowns, and that was not enough to beat a team that scored 0 touchdowns, man. What does that say more about the Saints or the Falcons?
Man, I guess it would have to say. I guess since Atlanta's at home, it would say more about New Orleans, But I'm gonna give, obviously that. Them games are toss-up games. Them NFC South games, you got no team that's really great. You got good teams with good quarterbacks. They all got good running backs. They all got receivers. So them game are toss-up games, Jay. Any day NFC South plays, it's a toss-up nowadays, for real.
I'll be pissed if I lose to a team after scoring 3 times and they score 0 and we still lose the game.
I know, and still lose the game.
I'm pissed. Hey.
Right. Hey, hold up, Jay. Let me introduce this next one for you.
Go ahead.
Cincinnati Bengals 34 beat the Panthers 24. Let's get that first win, Jay.
Yeah, but I don't care about that. We gave up 24 points to the Panthers, man. I don't like it. I mean, there's Andy Dalton. That's cool. Yeah. I don't like that. Our defense too suspect, man.
Well, you said that in week 1. You said the defense is not. We already
suspect,
know.
Bro.
Yeah, they're gonna have to outscore everybody. But Jamar Chase looked like that MV. He looked like he needed a paycheck this week. It's time to.
Yeah, he had a big game. He had a good game last week. 3 for 85 and a touchdown this week. We ran for 141 yards, 31 rushes. I appreciate that. And Chase Brown, 15 carries, 80 yards, 2 touchdowns. Zach Moss, 15 carries, 51 yards. I like that, 15 apiece. You know what I mean? I ain't mad at that. Joe Burrow, 22 for 31, 232, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, 0 sacks, and 0 hurries.
I like that.
That's what I like that. Yeah, I like that part. 0 sacks, 0 hurries, and we rushed for 141 yards. Yeah. Now, giving up 104 yards to Chuba Hubbard, I don't know if I like that.
Yeah,
because he ain't even an elite back yet. And we gave up 104 yards to him. They rushed for 155.
Yeah, that defense got to step up. But I like I said, we in the multiverse season right now. I like to start. If the Bengals can fix that defense, I know you're going to go in more detail, Jay. If the Bengals can fix that defense, because you got to fix that defense when you're playing against Mahomes, especially with a wounded duck like the Chiefs are right now. You can't. They got to be able to stop the run. But y'all got 2 really good running backs. Mm-hmm. Y'all got the 2 tandems at receivers. I think Joe Burrow's getting more healthy. I feel like y'all this is that game where now I think y'all going to start plateauing, get you a winning streak, get back over 500. And the Bengals aren't finished, man. I think they're going to make a run this year, for real.
That's what they need to do. But we got a lot of injuries, man, on that front line on defense. I just need to see. We need more penetration. Hendrickson, he got a little injury, man. So hopefully he ain't down for too long. And that's a big blow to us because that's our sack man. You know what I mean? Like that's the top guy behind CJ Watt the past 2 years in sacks. You know what I'm saying? He had 17 and a half sacks last year. We need that again this year. You know what I mean? Like, so hopefully he can get healthy. Salute, normal guy. I mean, I like that we scored 34 points, but I hate that we gave up 24 points to Carolina. I know it's Andy Dalton, and I've been saying that Bryce should have sat behind Andy Dalton until he was ready, but it's a win, man. So I'm happy. It's the first win. We don't want to go 0-4 and one of those losses be to the Panthers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, like we said in the intro, everybody is happy with at least a win or two right now because everything's crazy. You know, there's you got the top 20 fantasy players, top 20 out of the top 30 fantasy players are either on IR or got major injuries, you know, that we don't know about.
Yeah, and I got Rashee Rice too on my fantasy too. Heartbroken, bro.
Bro, I got McCaffrey, so you know.
I know.
Riding my fears up already. I'm like, this.
I got Joe Mixon too. I got Joe Mixon too.
Bro, it's just that type of year. So if you can get a win, you know, take the win. But yeah, the Bengals got to work on that Russian defense. But you know how y'all are, man. Y'all really don't start cruising until like mid-season, and then you know it feels like y'all always get that groove going, and then y'all plateau after that.
Yeah, Joe gonna get on my damn nerves if he keep throwing interceptions though.
Yeah, how many do you have?
He only had one, man, but you can't have one every game, bro.
Not against the Panthers.
No, man. Like you gotta have games where you have no interceptions. I don't need no interceptions, Joe. That's one thing lately he's been getting on my nerves the past couple years. Last year he got hurt and shit, but since that Super Bowl year, man, he had those moments where he had just turned the ball over, just like the game we lost to the Chiefs. He tried to do too much, and then boom, the ball pop out, scoop score. Like it's like, all right, bro.
Yeah, because that game, I mean, y'all put up the offense, but we only won by 10. So if you throw another turnover, that could have been the game. You're right.
Yeah, so that's what I don't want to see. Let's see, man. Where we gonna go next? Chicago and the Rams, man. And I'm conflicted about Chicago because Caleb Williams is a good quarterback, but I don't think he's good enough. But somehow that defense is keeping them in games and keeping them around to win games. They 2-2 right now. Caleb 17 for 23, 157 and a touchdown. He got sacked 3 times. They ran 28 times for 131. DeAndre Swift, though,
he was
there. Yeah, but he was there. He was their leading receiver also. With he had 7 catches for 72 yards. He had 16 carries for 91 yards and a touchdown. So, how long are they gonna keep winning games like this? Because they keep winning these type of games where Caleb had the game where he went crazy and they lost that game. But the games that they've been winning is games like this where he have a mediocre game, but somehow the defense keep them in the game. How long can they keep that up?
As long as you playing the Rams without their top receivers, anybody could win. Like Like I mean, I picked that game because I think we picked. No, we didn't pick that game in the preseason because we didn't.
Eddie Lacy.
Yeah, there's no way we picked that. But looking at it now, Stafford has no weapons. Kyron Williams is a beast. The defense is suspect for the Rams because they're in transition. I felt like this was the game where Caleb Williams don't need to make. I felt like I got Swift on my fantasy. He
went crazy.
He been asleep for 3 weeks. So I'm figuring, okay, this is the game where they take the ball out of Caleb Williams' hands, put it in his hands. Like that's the way they need to win. You have to win with a rookie quarterback by running the football. And defense, bro.
And they got a really good defense, so I'm confident in their defense, man. I want to see consistency out of Caleb before I can say that he's going to be a good NFL quarterback. But like we said, we just want to watch the games. And real quick, normal guy, how do you see that? Where did you see Eddie Lacy got arrested for extreme DUI? I ain't seen that on no outlets nowhere. How did he see that? I need to know. He got the plug.
Normal guy got the intel on that.
Yeah, he got the plug. He got the plug.
You know what that is, though, Jay. That Eddie. Now, if you remember what type of back Eddie Lacy was, he's a
savage.
bruiser.
He was Derrick Henry.
that's that CTE, bro. I hate to say it, but it's probably that CTE that got these niggas. Yeah, I'm not going. We don't know, but when dudes start drinking and wilding out, and they're that type of athlete, you got they say? Yeah, 7 out of 10 players got CTE.
Von Miller and the Browns defensive tackle Hall, they both got suspended 4 and 5 games for domestic violence.
Yeah, exactly.
So he got it's a lot of stuff going back to Henry Ruggs, going back to the Kareem Hunt. Like, it's so many situations, man. I don't know, man. Me and Mike had this conversation a long time ago, man. Y'all rich as hell. Stop doing dumb shit. There's no reason for you to get mad at anything. You get mad at your head, bro. You work too much, bro.
Yeah, a lot of this shit, Jay, they can't control because it's in their head, man. A lot of these dudes is fucked up. Now, normal guy, we did get that Puka out for a month. I said that. That's old news.
Puka out for a month, yeah. TMZ New York Post.
TMZ New York Post, baby.
TMZ got it. If they said it, it's true. They got it.
If you want to know anything, you download the TMZ app for real.
Exactly.
So on the Carolina thing, though, Jay, to wrap that up, and also I feel like Caleb finally got what's the name back from the receiver from the Chargers that was down.
Keenan Allen.
Yeah,
3 for 19. 3 for 19.
Yeah, and that, I mean, even though he didn't put up the numbers, when you got when you got that full receiving core out there, that's a different team. When he comes back on, when Keenan Allen is 100% healthy, if he's got anything left, Caleb Williams got to shine because he got 3 good ones. So
right.
Yeah, so it's nothing to sneeze over, but all right, we're gonna see. Let's see what they do next game. Let's see what Caleb got next game.
Let's see. Matthew Stafford, 20 for 29, 224, 0 touchdowns, 1 interception, sacked 3 times. Kyren Williams, 19 carries, 94 yards, and a touchdown. Now, they ran for 119. The Bears ran for 131. So the Bears got the edge on that. But it was more defense for me. Matthew Stafford didn't throw no touchdowns. But Kyren Williams, 19 carries, and you rush for 94 yards. I feel like he got to do better than that. Yes, 94 yards is good, but if you get 19 carries, man, I need you to be over 100. You got to go well over 100 with 19 carries. Man, that's a lot of carries for the caliber of back that I think that he is. I ain't saying that's for all backs, but for him, 19 carries, man, you should have.
No, hell no, and especially without Puka and Kupp, he need the ball 30. He got to. This is when you put the whole team on his back and give him the ball 35 times, 25 runs, 10 catches. That's the only weapon they got.
Well, gang, where we at next, man? Where you want to go?
All right, so
you got yours up too. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, let's go to next we got Green Bay. Oh, this was a hell of a game. Green Bay at home losing to Minnesota 31-29. Sam Bradford said he is the boss in Minnesota. Don't worry about nothing.
Sam Darnold.
Yes, Sam. I keep saying.
Well, listen, it took him a while. Now, see, and this is my thing. Like, you can't count like some quarterbacks. Shit, Flacco even just came out and did some shit. But Sam Darnold, they wrote him off. Of course, he was trash. You had to write him off. There was, you know what I mean? Like, it ain't like they did it and he was good. But he older now. You know what I mean? He got the knowledge under his belt. He was what? He 4-0 right now, 2-0 at home. He beat the Niners. You know what I'm saying? He beat the who else was that? The Ravens. Was that the Ravens the next week? Yeah. So he beat both of those guys. Then they just knocked off Green Bay with Jordan Love back in the lineup. So you gotta like those 3 wins. Sam Darnold, 20 for 28, 275, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, sacked 2 times.
Everybody's surprised by that, Jay, but this is what happens, right? Look at Gino. Look at Gino. I mean, we're all surprised.
I'm not surprised. I promise I'm not. I didn't expect him to do this, but I'm not surprised because Sam Darnold was that caliber of quarterback. He just never showed it.
And there's a difference in playing with the Jets and throwing the ball to Justin Jefferson and Addison, bro. Like, there's a big when you throw.
And I'm surprised that they 4-0. I'm definitely surprised they 4-0.
Oh yeah, but that's because of that defense. Now that defense, Now,
Mike called that. He said their defense was really good.
Yeah, that Vikings defense is top 5.
I ain't know they was like that though.
They always tough, but they were tough last year. But
they not like us.
They not like us. Yeah. when you throw a guy out there like Sam Darnold that's seen it all, it's the same situation with Geno Smith. These guys rode the bench for a while. They watched the game. They got their head cracked.
Trash when they played.
Right. They came out. They watched great quarterbacks. And then you get thrown into a spot where you throw to the best receiver in the league. And then Addison is finally healthy and was the best rookie receiver last year. All you got to do is not make mistakes. That's what he's doing. He's relying on that defense. I picked that game. I don't know why I picked that game, because this Vikings team is for real, man. It's for real.
Hey,
and they running game. They running game. Yeah.
Right. Great. Oh, yeah. Speaking of their running game, 120 yards on 31 or 34 carries. Aaron Jones, 22 for 93. He ain't the one that scored. Addison actually got the rushing touchdown. Yeah. 7-yard run. Sam Darnold, 7 for 15. So
yeah, Jones making the Packers look bad. They making
it outside of Mark Sanchez, Geno Smith was the worst quarterback I ever seen in my life at a point in time. Like on the Jets, he was the worst quarterback I ever seen in my life, and he turned it around. So I believe in Sam Darnold. Jordan Love on the other side, he threw 54 down passes, which that's why. Yeah. So 32 for 54, 389, 4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, got sacked 1 time, and they only ran for 86 yards on 19 carries.
Yeah.
You cannot have Jordan Love throwing for 54 passes. That's not what y'all do. That's not how y'all win with Jordan Love, man. Jordan Love, you just stick around the 220, 250 area. You know what I mean? And then your running game, but you didn't. Josh Jacobs, 9 for 51. Emmanuel Wilson, 8 for 27. I mean, you're not doing much with that when they run for 120. And then Sam Darnold for 3 touchdowns.
You're gonna do that. You're gonna do that with Love after his first game back. Like, come on, you're not even gonna ease into it. Like,
but don't do that. But I don't think he's not Dak. Like Dak is an elite thrower. He can throw the ball 55 times a game and be perfectly fine. Yeah. Jordan Love can. I just don't think.
No, he's not there. He's not there. But the Packers got more of a balanced receiving core. That they're young, they're fast, but the Vikings are serious. Let's just take it. And yeah, Love. Normal guy said Love had 3 picks.
Terrible.
He's rusty. He ain't played in 3 weeks.
54 passes, yo. He gonna throw some picks.
That's too many passes. And
too many passes.
You gotta think Sam Darnold threw all them touchdowns in the first. I was watching.
Guess how many passes he threw? 28. 20 for 28, 275, 3. He even threw 1 interception and still threw 3 touchdowns, man. And Jordan Love throws 4 touchdowns, but he throws 3 picks because he's throwing the ball 54 times.
Then that one to Addison was like a flea flicker that should have been a touchdown pass, but they counted a run. He had all them in the first half. They didn't even now with Sam Darnold, all he got to do is start off the game clicking, get the ball to Justin, get a couple touchdowns, and now let that defense hold the game. And that's what they did.
Justin 6 for 85 in a touchdown. Addison 3 for 72 in a touchdown. Now the Packers, they got one. Jaden Reed, 7 receptions, 139 in a touchdown. Wicks 5 for 78. Kraft 6 for 53, and all 3 of them scored touchdowns. Yeah. Then you got 39, 28, 27. So they got guys that can get the ball to. And Jaden Reed is really good, but they got to get those passes for Jordan Love back down under 30, bro. 30 at the most.
Right now, Jones
32 maybe.
Yeah,
54. No, I'll give you 35 passes, but 54, that's crazy. He's gonna throw 3 picks.
That's 25 too many passes. You're right. That's crazy.
So how many more games do the Vikings win until they lose? You in your eyes?
I don't even. I don't want to. Let me see. So Christian Watson, normal guy said Christian Watson's hurt too. So that's
yep. But that's why Jaden Reed going crazy.
Yeah. Look, as long as it comes down to this: if the Vikings keep playing the way they're playing, now it's obvious that you're going to start the game off and get Justin Jefferson the ball. He's got wait till Hawkinson comes back. If he comes back, you got Justin
TJ.
Yeah, TJ, Addison, AJ Jones. AJ's a pass catcher. That trade, that decision for the Packers to get Josh Jacobs and not get Aaron Jones looking like a big mistake right now.
Man, listen, and I like Josh Jacobs, man, but
I do.
I would have rather had Aaron Jones though, man. I was on the Aaron Jones train. I'm not even
he's more elite. He's more elite pass catcher.
More elite pass catching, and he'll break on your ass in a heartbeat.
Hey, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead. You know what? I don't know
how many games until they lose, man?
Look, the NFC North. The Vikings are going to the playoffs. They're going to have some bumps and bruises.
Yes.
But if Addison now Addison's healthy, if Aaron Jones and Addison and Justin Jefferson I don't even think he's 100% yet, but he's getting
Jets,
there.
Lions, Rams is next. The Jets is a win. The Lions gonna fuck around and be a win. The Jets and the Rams is a win, if you ask me, for the Vikings. Now that Lions game, I don't know where it is. I don't know if it's home or away. But I feel like that Lions game is going to be where we find out if Minnesota, because they already beat the Niners without Christian McCaffrey. That Ravens game was the game that showed us, all right, they real. Now, when they get to the Lions, that's another elite team that can win the NFC, get to the Super Bowl, all that. That's going to be another game where it's going to show us if these Vikings are real. If they go out there and beat the Lions and end up 7-0 after these next 3 games, bro, they definitely going to they gonna be an NFC.
Oh yeah,
team. NFC championship.
If they get 7-8 wins before they get 2 losses, it's obvious. Yeah,
NFC championship. Because
at the end of the day, nobody wants to guard Justin Jefferson, Addison, and Aaron Jones.
And you gotta look at the teams that'll be in those wins. Yeah. The Niners, Ravens, Jets, Lions. Yeah. That's 4 teams, and the Jets. You know how I feel about the Jets. I don't believe in what they talking about, but they got a top defense, and they supposed to be one of the best teams. I don't see that, but they included in that.
They damn sure didn't show it yesterday. Sunday. That's for sure.
We'll get to that. Yeah, we'll get to that. But the next game I want to go to, because my favorite quarterback right now, Ohio State Buckeye out there, Justin Fields, and them Steelers against them Colts. Now, Anthony Richardson, I want to start with them because Anthony Richardson's he's not that guy. He's going to get injured a lot because they're going to try to run him all the time like they did RG3, and he's injured again. He's going to keep getting injured. But Flacco came in 16 for 26, 168, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, sacked 2 times. They ran for 133 on 32 carries. Jonathan Taylor, 21 for 88 and a touchdown. Michael Pittman, 6 for 13, no touchdowns. Josh Downs, 8 for 82 and a touchdown. When you put Flacco out there, Michael Pittman Jr. looks like he's supposed to look. He didn't get a touchdown, but he still looks like he's supposed to look when you get somebody that can throw you open, somebody that trusts you in a one-on-one, somebody that can accurately place the ball over here so you can use your body to make catches. There's so many things that Anthony Richardson got to learn, man. He just has to trust his team. He has to trust his guys. You don't have to run all the time, bro. You don't. Throw the ball.
The Colts got it. The Colts got to make sure they take care of Joe Flacco because he saved their season. Because
he about to save their season. They'll make the playoffs with Flacco if they defense show up.
Yeah, like Joe Flacco just seems like he gonna save everybody every next couple years till he retires.
Just did it with the Browns. He'll do it with the Colts because they got a good enough team. They got a good enough defense.
Like you said with Richardson, man, he's got too many weapons. He gets hurt every other game. He tries to be too physical. You cannot. This is not college.
He big as hell.
Huh?
He big as hell, and like you said, it's not college.
Yeah. He too fit. It's one. Okay, Justin Fields is physical, but to a point, he's still trying to be a quarterback, and he's playing great ball right now. He's not turning the ball over. Right. I'm upset with the Steelers defense on that. They just came out, gave up 17 points. That defense, you'll really never see Mike Tomlin's defense look like that in the first half, but that's what happens in the multiverse first 4 weeks of the season. So Steelers still looking good, but bro, Justin Fields,
they 3-1. That's not bad.
That boy looking good, man.
He looking good, man. Let's see, 22 for 34, 312, 1 touchdown, no picks. He got sacked 4 times though. They ran the ball for 122 yards, 2 touchdowns, 30 carries. Justin Fields was their leading rusher, 10 for 55 and 2 touchdowns. That's where the problem is. Najee Harris, 13 for 19. Cordell Patterson, 6 for 43. So what's going on with Harris? Is he not? Has he proven that he's not it?
Bro, I love
he never was.
I love the running backs because look at what Derrick Henry did. I love those big. We rarely get to see those big 6'3", 240, 250 backs, but he is not. We can't even mention him in the same breath as the great what's the name? But he's starting to look like that. Who's the Cleveland Browns running back that came out?
Trent Richardson.
Yeah, he's starting.
He
to
was
look
trash
like that because
trash. He was a monster, Heisman, everything, but he trash.
Well, this is what you're looking at it. Patterson, everybody gets yards. Jaylen Warren was injured. That's the reason why they didn't get no running yards because Jaylen Warren is. I love Najee because he's tough and he's aggressive, and he kind of looks better as a pass catcher than a running back. When they throw him the ball, he gets out there. You can't tackle him one-on-one. But like I told y'all a few weeks ago, I think we was on Monday show. I've never seen this dude in my eyes live get more than 30 yards ever.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
I never seen him break. Never seen him. He can't get past the first line of defense. He got, first of all, he's too big. So
1 yard to carry.
Yeah, so he's too big, so his holes got to be 2 holes. You know what I mean?
DP. He got to have a DP.
Yeah, he got to have it 2. He got the DP of both holes.
He had 2 holes, goddamn.
That's right, Jay. He got to be on some porn shit for him to get on.
Yeah, man. I like the receive, like what Justin Fields doing, throwing the ball. George Pickens 7 for 113. No touchdown, though. Fryer moved 5 for 57 and a touchdown. Najee 3 for 54. Then you got Witherspoon or Washington 31, 21, 19, 17. So he spreads the ball around. I like what they did, but at the end of the day, the defense folded and they let Flacco come out there and do what he had to do.
Normal guy said Najee 3 seasons now. You gotta check the records on this. Najee got 3,000-yard rushes and 8 touchdowns in the last 3 seasons.
I believe it, but it ain't been effective though.
Right, but
like you can get 1,000 yards in a season in garbage time, and
nowadays 1,000 yards is nothing.
Yeah, 1,000 yards ain't nothing no more.
Ain't nothing no more, man.
They want to see 15 or more. You know what I mean? Like
because even at 1,000 yards, you got to think they're playing an extra game, so that's another 30, 50, 40. That's so you averaging like
8 touchdowns is the problem. It ain't the yards. 8 touchdowns in 3 seasons, dog. Like 3 straight 1,000-yard seasons with 8 touchdowns. And now, is you saying with 8 touchdowns every season or 8 touchdowns total?
It's the big playability. If you look at his stats, 3,000-yard rushes, 8 touchdowns. That's okay. But what you need in the offense, you need that game breaker that can hurry up and break 40, 50, 60 yards, give that team that momentum. Now all of a sudden, you can start play action off that. That he don't do that. So
how many 20 plus runs he got?
Not in his career.
That's what I want to know.
I could probably count him on my hand for real. Like
how many yards per carry do he average in his career? That's what I want to know. That's what matters. Yards per carry is what matters as a running back. Touchdowns, the yards is the yards. You can get the yards. Are you scoring touchdowns? And how many yards are you getting at a time? If I'm getting 5 yards a carry, come on, man. I run it one time, that's 5 yards. I only need 5 more yards for a first down.
He's definitely at a low 3 or 2. He's at a low. He's like a 3.1 yard a carry. You can't. That ain't good enough, man.
No, that ain't good enough. But they go to 3-1. The Colts they did what they had to do, man. So I'm not going. Yeah, I'm not going. I mean, hey, too much.
They playing a good season. They so far so good. Nobody
2-2.
Yeah, 3-1.
Wait, the Steelers. Yeah, Steelers. The Colts 2-2. The Steelers 3-1. So
yeah. So both of these teams, like I said, we got to. I don't think that they're bringing Najee back next year. I think he's going to be a free agent, and we got to watch Anthony Richardson, man. Like he may not make it through another season if he keeps playing bully ball with these big boys. You can't play that way, Jay. You know that. But moving on to the next game. So we got your boy, CJ Stroud.
Oh, yeah.
24, beating the Jaguars 20. Let me just say this, Jay. This is officially the end of Trevor Lawrence. This is
there's $55 million a year for no reason.
Yeah, this is officially the end for Doug Peterson. Doug, we love you. You can come on back to
Philly. And I'm not even gonna blame that on Trevor Lawrence though, because Trevor Lawrence,
you can't blame that game.
18 for 31, 169, 2 touchdowns, 1 sack, no interceptions. They ran for 158 yards. So the defense gave up 345 yards and 2 touchdowns to CJ on 27 for 40, no interceptions, sacked twice, 101 rushing yards on 26 carries total. And they did that with, 6 runners? Without Joe Mixon, they figuring out a way to still get rushing yards, man. And I do like that. I do like that about them. The Texans went to 3-1, 2-0 at home. The Jacksons go to 0-4. Honestly, I really, now that the Panthers I don't know if the Jaguars, I don't know how many games they win. They might win 2 games, bro.
Yeah, they might, because
they might win 2 or 3 games because Doug Peterson he got to go. It's over. His time is done.
They had Doug. I didn't see what he said, but it was a press conference where Doug went off and they said it's a wrap for Doug P. So, I mean, like you said, you can't blame Trevor Lawrence for this game, but you could blame him for the other 3. There is no reason why the Jaguars should not have a win. The Panthers got to win. The Bears got to win. The Giants got to win. Yeah, I mean, now Evan Ingram is a big loss for Evan's a big loss for Lawrence because he loves Trevor loves throwing the tight end, so that's a big loss. Mm-hmm. Calvin Ridley, we don't even know what that whole situation was. What's the point of bringing him there for that? ETN's one of the best backs in the league, but this Jaguar season is over, bro.
Bigsby had a better. Bigsby was 7 for 990, 13 yards a carry. ETN was 11 for 54 yards a carry.
And he was hurt. ETN was hurt. Yeah, he was hurt. So he got hurt on the 3rd play of the game, and then he toughed it out. So I give him props for toughing
it out. As a collective, they still ran for 158 yards. Yeah. You would think that would be enough to win, but I don't think their defense, that's not good enough. They still scored 20 points though. You know what I mean? Trevor threw 2 touchdowns, and then they got some field goals, but they got 2 field goals, but that's not going to be enough. Field goals against the Texans is not enough to beat the Texans when CJ's throwing for 345 and 2 touchdowns. You know what I mean?
And they didn't even have Joe, like you said.
They still got over 100 yards without Joe Mixon. They still found a way.
The Texans are not playing. The scary thing, everybody wants to. Now they want. Don't let the multiverse fool y'all. The Texans are just warming up. They haven't even played their best game yet, Jay.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
CJ is still out there getting his sophomore bumps and bruises. Wait till about week 8, week 9, week 10. Stroud gonna be Stroud and tearing up this league again.
Yeah, but this guy Nico Collins, 12 catches, 151 yards and a touchdown, though.
But man, what do you, Jay? Is it? I mean, Trevor Lawrence, bro. Like, how many of these quarterbacks are gonna get overpaid by $30 million? Like, how long can?
Well, they're gonna keep doing it because now they paying guys on potential, man. Like, and a lot of these guys see it. This round of quarterbacks getting all this money and not producing. It's a lot of them now.
Yeah.
So that's gonna change. That's gonna change some things. Owners gonna be reluctant to pay these guys on potential, and you're gonna have to show me some shit before I pay you $55 million a year. You know what I mean? Like,
you know what all these quarterbacks are doing that are getting overpaid and not earning it? They making it bad for the next generation of quarterbacks because
they ain't gonna get paid no more.
Yeah, that shit about to drop, bro. It's about to be like running backs. They don't want to pay running backs. They're gonna stop paying quarterbacks unless you top 5.
Throw them in the XFL, normal guy. Yeah, man. No, Lawrence is, but see, I think Lawrence would be better with a better coach. Doug Peterson has ran his course, man. They had their moment, it passed, and now it's over with. You know what I mean? Like, They gotta restructure some things now.
To me,
their team young too. You can't be young like that and come on, man, and go backwards. You can't.
Trevor's starting to look like that same pattern that we looked at with Geno Smith and Sam Darnold. He might need to sit. He might need to watch a little more. Like, he was gassed up coming out of college. Everybody thought he was
super gassed.
Yes, like Exxon Chevron gas.
Because he came in as a freshman to an already championship-ready team. They had a whole defense, offense. They had every single thing, and he won a championship and did nothing since then.
And he got don't get me wrong, he's super talented, but sometimes you just gotta. Sometimes you gotta look at.
I don't think he's super talented no more. I think he's just talented, not super. We got to take the super off.
I think a lot of his talent is he lost it up here. I think mentally he knows he's not in that upper echelon quarterback. I think he knows.
But he's making that money though. He's making the upper echelon money.
That makes it worse for Jay. That makes it worse for the athlete. It really does. It doesn't help an athlete. They think it helps the athlete to overpay him when he's walking around the locker room with rich dudes that are earning that money. That's not going to help no young dude. If anything, that's even more pressure on him because now he looking around. He see Lyman over there huddled up like, bro, this nigga, bro, all he care about is hair, bro. He see that shit.
He Troy Polamalu now.
Yeah, but Troy earned that haircut. Troy earned that.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And his nephew out there killing now, too.
Oh, he got a nephew out there now?
Savage.
Oh.
Run all over the field. Going crazy. All over the field.
He run like a Tasmanian devil with his head on fire, huh?
Yeah, man. And he wherever the ball is, he right there. Just like Polamalu used to be.
So, Jay, I know you want to intro this Jets and Broncos game.
Yeah, and that's crazy. I already got it up on my screen, too. That's crazy. That's crazy. You already knew what time it was.
Who's this on the sideline?
And that's how it should be, though, because you lost. This is, bro, you lost to a team where they quarterback, Bo Nix, was 12 for 25, 60 passing yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions, no sacks.
At home.
They ran for 126 yards between 5 backs. Dog, they top receiver had 3 catches for 60 yards and a touchdown. And you lose 10-9. Come on, man.
Bruh.
Somebody got to explain that. Somebody got to explain that.
Yeah, that's a come on, man. We ain't got to explain it because me and you explained it. Me and you explained it in the preseason.
Yes.
It's Aaron Rodgers, bruh. It's over.
Yes.
It's over.
24 for 42, 225, no touchdowns, no interceptions, sacked 5 times. That line still trash, like I said.
Terrible.
64 rushing yards on 23 carries.
Terrible. They lost.
Somebody tell me where in the hell is Breece Hall? Can somebody put an APB out on Breece Hall? I keep hearing all this. Breece Hall gonna do this. Breece Hall gonna do that. What is Breece Hall done? What is he doing? Nothing.
Nothing. Now he's had a couple good games, but it's not enough, man. When you go on the road, now mind you, Denver Broncos defense has been dominant for the last few years. That's
why they won. They held them to 9 points, yo.
Yeah,
no rushing touchdowns, no passing touchdowns.
And I'm one of these too, because they won last Thursday. And you know what? They got gassed up, Jay. They went to Chevron and they bought some chips and shit. Last Thursday, they dominated, right? Remember that Thursday game we were on? They dominated, right?
Bogus.
And they come out, and this is a must-win game. You have to beat Bo Nix at home. You cannot lose to the Broncos. You cannot score single digits at home against the Broncos, bro.
And now they got the same record, 2-2. Come on now, bro. All they had to do was throw for 60 yards, score 1 touchdown, and make a field goal, and rush for 126, and you win the game against Aaron Rodgers. And I keep hearing top 5 defense Jets. I done heard 10 teams that's the top 5 defense now. What 5 is it? Come on now.
Yeah,
it's not. Come on now.
At this point, if you I believe, and that Jets defense is the reason why they gotta win. But if you're such a great defense, you gotta hold the Broncos to 6 points, 9 points. You can't be held to 9 points and then they scored 10. I mean, mind you, it was a rainy. You just. Man, I wish Mike was here right now.
I know, because he be backing them Jets, boy. He be on them Jets, man.
I want him to put the picture up of Aaron Rodgers' face in the rain, just like
looking goofy as hell, looking dumb as hell.
Broncos at home.
It's the way that they lost to the Broncos at home too. The fact that you lost to them is bad. I mean, it's Sean Payton, but still. But the way that you lost to them, that's unacceptable, man. I refuse to lose to a team that can only throw for 60 passing yards. Yo, they had Bruh, they had 226 total yards.
It's the multiverse, man. I
Come
don't know what
on,
the hell
man.
going on, Jay. I don't know what's going on, bro.
Aaron Rodgers had 225 yards by himself.
But no touchdown. He's
No
got
touchdowns.
He's got that's why he gotta have that rag on his head at the end of the game, because all you need is one. You need one touchdown, bro. One. You at home. How much
field goal range to get another field goal? You'll win with 4 field goals. You win.
How much?
Just get down the field, bro.
And I'm telling you, New York Jets fans paying $400 a ticket to see this shit.
Never doing that. Never doing that. That's a horrible loss. I think the Jets gonna lose more games like that. They're gonna be the most confusing team of this season. It's the Jets, because they're gonna lose games like that, but then they're gonna blow out a team over here, but then come back and lose 10-9. Like what?
I'm gonna say this already. I don't know how many wins we gave the Jets, but I'm gonna say this now. They're not making the playoffs.
Hell no. They're going to be last. I keep telling Mike, they're going to be last in the division. Even though Miami Dolphins lost Tua, that might be the only reason why, they don't end up last, because the Miami Dolphins might end up last. But if all goes well with Miami, the Jets will be the worst team in that division. The Patriots is going to finish higher than them, I think.
Jay, look, yeah, that's a possibility, because that defense is for real, and Brissett is going to get you at least in field goal range. But this is what we should do, Jay. This is what needs to happen. So the Jets aren't going to make the playoffs. Hassan Riddick ain't playing for the Jets, right? We obviously know that, right? So leading into this next game, you see I have no green on.
Yeah, okay. I know you don't put none on. They proved me right too.
No green on. I'm about to start burning shit. I'm getting pissed off already. So look, send Hassan Riddick back to Philly. We will give you a draft pick. I said this the other day when I was crying on the end of the show and shit, talking about we love you and all this shit. Bro, Brian, Bob, I don't even know his name. Huff. I know his last name's Huff.
Yeah,
bro, send that motherfucker back to New York, okay?
Yeah,
bro.
I'm with you.
The Bucks beat us again, 33-16.
Yeah, they beat y'all ass too.
They beat our ass. The game wasn't even close. Mind you, now I'm gonna let Jay. So this is what I'm gonna say, right?
Frustration, boy.
Man, look, yeah, boys, because look, injuries happen. Yeah, obviously, I'm gonna come out here.
No AJ.
Jalen Hurts has not been the same player since the Super Bowl. We obviously know that, right? Last year he was banged up, he was injured. Okay. I hope this doesn't happen with him, but eventually he's one of the mentally strong kids out there. But eventually it starts becoming mental.
Yep.
Jalen Hurts is not a Super Bowl quarterback without AJ Brown. AJ Brown makes no wonder why AJ was flipping out last year when he stopped throwing the ball. Jalen Hurts is a completely different player without AJ Brown, right? Yep. Now, you don't have Devontae, you don't have Lane Johnson. Cool. But I'm breaking this down to 3 players, bro. Three sections of this team. This defense comes out here, dominates New Orleans at home after New Orleans scores 40 back-to-back. We all knew they were going to get blown out. I thought we were going to get blown out, right, Jay? They come out. They win the game. They dominate. Yep. Then they go to Tampa, and then they play like they did the week before. And then, like, Jalen Hurts just nothing, bro. Like, there's nothing there. There's no defensive strategy. I mean, I'm just done. Nick Sirianni, it's time, bro.
Trash.
He trash. It's time for this puppet. It's time for the puppet master to go, bro. Like,
Jalen Hurts, 18 for 30, 158, 1 touchdown, no interceptions, sacked 6 times, 20 rushes, 113 yards and a touchdown. Jalen Hurts got that touchdown. Saquon had 84 rushing yards. Dallas Goedert was y'all's leading receiver with 62 yards on 7 catches. Next was 2 catches, Saquon Barkley for 32.
Jay, let me ask you something. How many rushes did Saquon Barkley have?
Saquon had 10 rushes.
How do you go in the game without your number 1, number 2 receiver on the team, other than the Bengals, other than the Dolphins, that's the 2 best receivers in the league. How do you game plan 10 rushes with no receivers? Who does
and
that?
And Saquon Barkley is your running back. He averaged 8.4 yards a carry. Why in the hell is he only got 10 carries? Saquon should have been at 25, 30 carries.
And he got 60 on one play.
That's what I'm saying. He had 10 rushes for 84 yards. Feed the beast. You never finish a game when Saquon only got 10 yards. If you do, it's going to look like that. 16 points to 33 points. If Jalen Hurts is only going to throw for 158 yards, Saquon has to run the ball 30 times, 25, 30 times. He has to. And he ain't going to have to do that every game. If Sirianni had if they had a better coaching, things could be so much better for the Eagles. Man.
That's
the
why
game plan is terrible.
That's why
the game plan is terrible.
It's time to lay the foundation for Belichick. I was talking to my girl. Actually, I was talking to my girl the other day because she's a Steeler. I'm an Eagles fan, and I'm explaining to her. I know why they did this with Nick Sirianni. I know exactly why they did this. They said they called Belichick last year. Belichick said, "No, I'm gonna take a year off. There's this young chick I'm about to bang, bro. I'm about to be out here banging this young 20-year-old all summer. I'm taking the year off." And then the Eagles was like, "Okay, so what's the point of bringing in a whole new coach? Let's just keep Nick Sirianni around. Let him dig himself a hole again." And throw the blame on everybody, and then we can make an easy transition for Belichick next year. Because just the fact that Nick Sirianni doesn't go to his coordinator and say, AJ's not playing, Devontae's not playing, your best offensive lineman's out. We got to get Saquon needs 40 touches this game.
Yeah.
We got a bye week, Jay. We got 2 weeks off, right?
Get some rest, yeah.
Thank God. A lot of people was bitching about the bye week, and I was like, man, week 5 bye week. We need the bye week. We need the bye week bad, bro.
Baker Mayfield 30 for 47, 347, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, 2 sacks, 25 carries on 111 yards total, 2 touchdowns total between 5 runners. Bucky Irvin, check this out. Bucky Irvin 10 for 49 in a touchdown. Rashad White 10 for 49, 0 touchdowns. The same amount of carries, the same amount of yards.
And what did Godwin got him a touchdown too, didn't he?
That was Bucky Irvin got one and Baker Mayfield got one.
Look, let me tell you.
Chris got no, Mike Evans got one, and Trey Palmer got one. Godwin had 6 for 69, no touchdowns. Mike Evans 8 for 94 and a touchdown.
All I'm gonna say on this note, Jay, if anybody from the Tampa Bay Bucks, Baker Mayfield, especially Mike Evans, if they show up in Philadelphia, everybody put your head down and buy these dudes off the rail cheesesteaks, drinks all day, because this is year number 3. We lost to Brady in the Bucks, then we lost to Baker Mayfield and Mike Evans last year. Now we got smacked again. That's 3 years in a row we've been smacked by the Bucks. Baker Mayfield and the Bucks own Philly, bro. They
do right now. And the Bucks went to 3-1, Philly went to 2-2, and you can bet the Bucks are going to win more games and make the playoffs. And speaking of bet, the cue card up there in the corner, if you see that means Bet Us Sports is available for you. Hit the QR code, and also got a little, commercial for you.
Run it, Jay Michael Vick. Let's go.
National Streaming Sports is brought to you in part by BetUs.com, designed for true fans. NFL odds, Week 1 and futures, college football odds, including Heisman Trophy favorites and playoff odds, NBA odds of division winners and playoffs, Major League Baseball playoff and World Series odds, the National Hockey League Conference playoffs and Stanley Cup odds, and boxing wagers. Betting opportunities include versus the spreads and outright winners, also during the game. Use our link on our website, nessp.info, the Bet Us Opportunities webpage, for a 125% bonus on your first 3 deposits. Must be 21 years old. And remember, bet responsibly.
Hit that QR code at the top and check that out. Bet us, baby. Throw that money in the sky, baby. Run it up. Run it up. Run it up. Next game, I want to go to Commanders Cardinals. That young boy, Jaden Daniels, leads his team to 3-1, 2-1 at home, put up 42 points on the Cardinals. His game was beautiful. 26 for 30.
Yeah.
233, a touchdown, interception, no sacks. They ran for 37 or 216 yards, 37 carries, 4 rushing touchdowns. Brian Robinson Jr., 21 for 101 and a touchdown. McNicholas, 8 for 68. And Jaden Daniels, 8 for 47. And all of them scored a touchdown. So with that running game, 216 total rushing yards. You got 3 runners. One of them goes crazy, but he had 21 carries. That's how that should be. Your backup gets 2 touchdowns also on 8 carries.
Backup, that's right. Good coaching. That's right.
Now, I think if Jaden Daniels is going to throw 26 for 30, 101 yards, you know what I mean? Throw a touchdown, and you're going to run collectively for 216, you're going to win a lot of games in the NFL. And I think their defense, which is a great defense, and their running game, outside of Jaden Daniels doing what he does, that running game is going to be a key factor to how successful they are. Because if it all has to fall on Jaden's shoulders, that's when I think we see rookie come out of him. That's when we see some of the mistakes. And right now, he just flowing. He just like poetry. He just comfortable. He looked like he at LSU just playing football. You know what I mean? Like, he looks so comfortable and poised. It don't look like anything rattles him, and I really, really like that about him. That's a big part for me of being a great athlete. That mental side, man. Like, nothing, no pressure. I'm cool. I go out here and I do what I've been doing since I was a kid.
Yeah,
that running game, man. That running game is serious.
The Commanders, I mean, obviously that's the team. I mean, everybody looked at the Vikings and everybody, but everybody knows that they got those weapons on the outside. You got Justin Jefferson. You go always, but the Commanders, this dude is, he, like you say, he cool, calm, collective. I don't see him hitting no wall because
me either.
Because the game plan, you could call him. You don't even know if he's a system quarterback. None of that shit really matters. It matters about winning. Don't matter what system you in. Don't matter none of that shit. If you work,
can you win in the system?
Right. If you work in the system, then that is you are the system. So it don't matter. So they got him in the perfect system. Brian Robinson's a great running back that can catch. The defense is raw. He's got McLaurin, who's one of the most underrated receivers ever.
Buckeyes, baby.
Beast, Buckeyes all day. And then they just got mad weapons, man. But as Almighty Finesse said, the Eagles are not ass. We're going to see. Give them a bye week because we know that division relies that NFC East is going 2 ways.
Man, Scully, man, they ass, bro. I'm sorry, I gotta go with him, man. They ass.
When you win 2 games and you ain't got your best receiver, you can't call nobody ass yet.
Man, they ass, bro.
You can't be ass when AJ Brown's holding the clipboard.
They better than us right now. I'll tell you that much. I'll give y'all that, y'all.
This how we started the game off. The show off. If you got 2 to 3 wins in this crazy ass hurt ass season, you're doing pretty good.
You're doing great.
Yeah, you're doing, especially when your best receiver's on the sideline. But back to the Commanders game, like, bro, that is the threat in the NFC right now. The Commanders,
yeah,
sure. The Vikings and the Commanders. I feel like in this crazy
because they play defense, baby. They play defense. The offense gonna do what it do, but they play defense.
Yeah. So this dude smooth. He threw 1 interception yesterday, and it was only because it wasn't even his fault. It was like the receiver slipped. So really, he hasn't made no mistakes. He's at what, like 89% completion percentage. Like,
boy balling. His counter.
Peyton Manning, Tom Brady.
None of them.
None of them. But we can't gas him up too much because, like, it is week 4,
Right.
So
Oh no, he's real though. No, he's real. Put the gas on it. Go ahead and put the gas on it.
He's official.
They might as well put the gas on it. He real. It's like when Patrick Mahomes came out after he set his first year and came out and played that next year. Put the gas on it. He's real. Put the gas on it. Kind of like Lamar Jackson. Put like early for Lamar Jackson. He came out. Yeah, put the gas on it. You know what I mean?
That's what they were comparing. They were. I was trying to think of the quarterback. They were trying to compare.
Joe Burrow, same shit.
Yeah.
Josh Allen, same shit. When they was early, when they came in and first got the start, put the gas on it, but it was that good.
Yeah, and I like and he seems like a lot. He's not as big as them dudes, which kind of help him. He's a lot quicker. You know, he can get he's a lot quicker. He's
fast as hell.
Yeah, he got that high twitch fiber in the knees, boy. That boy be moving quick. So yeah, I got my eye on the Commanders in the next few weeks. I'm definitely interested in watching what they're doing, Jay. They looking nice.
Kyler Murray, 16 for 22, 142, touchdown, no interceptions, sacked 4 times. As a team, they ran for 181 yards and a touchdown, 32 carries. The difference is the Commanders ran for 4 touchdowns. James Conner, 18 for 104 and a touchdown. I like how he looked. But the Cardinals, they cooked. They young. Marvin Harrison's their best player, and he's a rookie. That's just, come on now. You're not getting too far with that. They 1-3 right now. This wasn't a horrible loss for them because the Commanders are the better team, but they got blew out, so they didn't even put up a fight. So
Jay, I think this is a bad loss for them because
they got blew out.
Yeah, because of what you just said. Like, you know, you playing against a rookie, man. Kyler Murray out there looking like a video game for 3 games. They won 1 or 2 of those, but there's a big difference between them 2 quarterbacks. You know what I mean?
Huge difference. Huge.
Yeah, and on paper they got the same talent. Like the boy Mo Harrison he's gonna run this league for the next 15 years, bro. He's
gonna be good. He's gonna be good.
This is not good for the Cardinals at all. Getting your ass beat by the Commanders like that. Now I can
at home too. They was at home.
Right. I could see if it was like if they put up 30 and
that's a little different.
Yeah, but come on, man. This
42 to 14, bro. You got your ass whooped. They needed 31 to make it not as bad.
That's a step back for Kyler Murray, but that's because they got the defensive coordinator Gannon, head coach Gannon out there that ran that Eagles defense that was trash last year. They can't stop nobody, so it's just trickling down to the next shit. So next game, Jay, big game. San Francisco, not much of a shock here. 30-13. 30-13 New England Patriots. Your boy Brandon Ayuk is officially MIA. We don't know where this man is.
2 for 48.
He's stuck in the multi-universe. I think that's 110 yards. If I'm guessing, Jay, I think that's 120 yards in 4 games total for him, right? That's trash. If you want to say trash, that's trash. Because
Jawan Jennings, yeah.
Jennings is looking like the second best option on that team.
3 for 88. But see, they didn't have a lot of receptions, man. It was 3-3, 2-4, 2-1. Brock Purdy, 15 for 27. He completed 15 passes for 288 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He only got sacked 1 time, but Brissett got sacked 6 times. He, of course, 168, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. 19 for 32. They only rushed for 73 yards. And the Niners rushed for 148. Now they got a 2-headed monster now when Christian come back because Jordan Mason going crazy. 24, 123 and a touchdown.
Oh yeah,
he's been consistent. Yeah, he's been consistent. So,
and you know what? When they do bring McCaffrey back,
it's gonna be ugly.
All those fantasy owners like me that's thinking that McCaffrey's gonna go out there and get. No, that boy gonna get his work because he earned it. So McCaffrey gonna have to split carries with this dude. This makes his team even more dangerous. And what did we say in the preseason when we were talking, Jay, about using Kittle? They finally starting to use Kittle.
You got to
a receiver instead of blocking his ass off all day.
4 for 45 and a touchdown. I would like him to get 7 carries or more, man. I mean 7 catches.
But he had a big. That's a slow game for him. He had a big week last week. I think he caught 2 last week. So when you put that 2 together, 3 touchdowns in 2 weeks, that's big for Sam. When you could put this is how big this game is. Even though they're at home, you put up 30 points on the Patriots without McCaffrey and without Ayuk. That's pretty fucking good, bro.
It's a good win, man. It's a good win for the Niners because they've been struggling. So they go to 2-2, and the Patriots go to 1-3. So the Patriots, I don't know. I think the Patriots and the Jets will be the bottom feeders of their division. And I think the Niners got a rough road. They got a long way to go. They need McCaffrey back. I think he'll receive the ball a lot too with Jordan Mason running like he's running. They won't have to bang McCaffrey around every game and give him 25 carries. And no, they can split the carries 15-15. McCaffrey get his 100 on the ground through the air. Mason go for over 100. I think if they can balance that out.
What they'll do is probably, if they're smart, they probably going to use McCaffrey as more of a receiver. And Mason in the backfield, like
preserve his body, man.
Yeah, like that. I'm not even trying to tell I'm not going to tell the Niners how to win a Super Bowl, but this year, that's how you win a Super Bowl when McCaffrey
15 carries apiece.
Yep, throw McCaffrey out there as a slot. Kittle, Debo. I mean, we don't even know where Debo
out the backfield. He'll be McCaffrey's more dangerous out the backfield. I mean, he'll probably be dangerous at slot, but he's more dangerous catching the ball out the backfield though. Because don't play actions, man.
At the same time, that's the
hell yeah. And it's Shanahan though, so he's not gonna change up nothing. He's not gonna switch up what he does. He's not gonna change. He's not gonna have no surprise shit where I got both of these guys out here doing something with both of them. There's so many things you can do once you find that you got a two-headed monster. Once you know you got two running backs, there's so many things you can do.
That's a big game. That's a big game for San Fran because of how the game went and how they've been playing, and the fact that their best player's out, and the fact that their second best player, bro. Now remember, Jay. Remember I said this. I want your opinion on this. Watching now. Well, we're only 4 weeks in this multiverse shit, right? Mm-hmm. But remember when I know you've been listening to Mike talk about weak stats, like what normal guys said about what's the name having 1,000 yards from the Steelers. Right?
Yeah, Najee.
Yeah, you got to kind of look past that sometimes. So I'm looking at Brandon Ayuk. And remember I said to me, throw the stats out the window because you cannot use stats when you're playing to get all these other great players. I said, Brandon Ayuk is not a number one receiver. Now, what we've seen for 4 weeks, and this is the difference. Brandon Ayuk is not the same player when Christian McCaffrey, Debo, and Kittle are not there. He is not the same player, bro. He is not. He's not Amari Cooper. Remember we were talking about the trade.
Well, Debo was there, but I mean he had 1,300. He had over 1,300 yards last year, though.
I know, but you got to look past the stats real quick because what's showing right now is you got McCaffrey. You know when he comes out the backfield, you can't put a linebacker on him. You got to put a linebacker and a safety. That's 2 players.
Well, yeah, he take attention off a lot. You notice Debo ain't really done nothing lately either.
No, he hasn't. No.
You know what I mean? But they all only got like two or three catches last game. That's all they got.
But
Purdy is not throwing the ball to him like that.
Right. You know what's happening to Ayuk is, and this is, I'm not saying Ayuk's not a great player. He's not a number one.
I think on another team in another system, he could be a great number one.
The only reason I feel like now Ayuk is now Jennings is turning into Ayuk because Ayuk is getting that. Everybody saw them stats and he getting that vision on him now. So now everybody.
You might be right. Yeah, you might be right.
Yeah, everybody keen on Ayuk.
Double teams and shit.
And Jennings is open. But see, the only difference with Ayuk is, and I'm only saying this because of the money he got paid. The same thing happens to Justin Jefferson. Same thing happens to Jamar Chase.
Yes, sir.
Same thing happens to AJ Brown. These guys get keyed on double team, but you don't shut them down. You know what I'm saying?
No, they get theirs.
That's the only difference I'm saying. That's the only thing I'm saying.
It's rare that it happens, but yeah, good win for the 49ers.
Yeah.
Let's go to the Browns Raiders and Devontae Adams has requested a trade too.
Stop playing. Well, we knew that was coming.
Of course. I said it. I think we said that he wasn't going to finish the season with them.
I don't know why. Him being sometimes being a professional could save you a whole year. He could have did that last year and got it.
The Browns down there with the Bengals, bro, 1-3. They down there with us, so I ain't even mad.
Did you see the bear hat earlier?
Yeah, Mike got that.
That shit.
Yeah, he got to wear that. That's just what that is.
Hey man,
now this was a shit show game too. Gardner Minshew, 14 for 24, 130, no touchdowns, no interceptions, sacked twice, but they ran for 152 yards and 2 touchdowns. I'm starting to think that the defense of the Cleveland Browns is overrated this year. Myles Garrett ain't there. I don't know what's going on with him. He ain't as dominant as he's been. He don't look like he's TJ Watt's competitor no more. It looked like it's TJ Watt, then literally everybody else. Like we could maybe Hendrickson because he's been coming in number 2 in sacks for the past 3 seasons. But Myles Garrett ain't. I don't know what's going on with they team. But Deshaun Watson, 24 for 32, 176, touchdown, interception, sacked 3 times. They ran for 92 yards. Man, and the Raiders. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 runners for 152 yards.
Jesus.
8 runners, bro. Damn. They found a way to run the ball when Gardner Minshew throw for 130. You gotta no touchdowns. You gotta find a way to run the ball. Now, Nick Chubb is a big reason why the Browns aren't doing what they're doing right now. And then you add Deshaun to that. Deshaun's not a hero. He's not a hero no more.
That's
you remember when you remember? Yes, you remember when Deshaun was in on the Texas throwing for 350, 400, down there every game. He's not that guy no more. He's far from that. He's literally half of what that was. Literally.
Man, Big Mike. We wish I was trying to catch what he was saying, but I didn't know he wasn't going to be on tonight. But man, maybe Big Mike can explain this better. But
I don't think nobody can explain this, man.
I don't know. You know what? And that's why, man, bro, 216 is the second home. I'm always going for the Browns, but for some reason, I saw the Raiders at home. I saw how this defense played last week when
no Max Crosby too. I'm pretty sure Crosby and Wilkins, both their best defenders. Christian was there. Okay, Christian was.
They had their 3 top players did not play, and
they 3 top players. Yeah.
Man, look, first of all, the only thing I could see is I turned and looked at I was watching Red Zone, and I turned to the game, and I saw a critical throw, Amari Cooper, off the chest, interception.
Yep. Interception,
right?
Yeah.
And then I know what Brown fans are going to say. I already know what they're going to say. So then another drive later, it was an 80-yard touchdown that could have been some bullshit. It was we all know we watch Chiefs games. We know the refs be on some bullshit, right, Jay? We know.
Facts. Yeah.
But you at the end of the day, you cannot count your wins and losses with refs. They're gonna call a game. Calls go either way. But man, I don't obviously what you said, Myles Garrett cannot be compared to TJ Watt in any way.
We gotta cut that out this year. At least just this year. We gotta cut that out. I don't want to hear the 2.
No, they really had to cut that shit out before this year because he still got 15 more sacks than him, and they played the same amount of games. So you still got to cut that shit out.
Yeah, I mean, he's normal guy. Eagle did. Yeah, we did the Eagles, but 6 sacks. He was gone, but they 6 sacks. They was trash.
He's a leader. He was a leader of a great defense, which is a shell of itself. It's already that Cowboys game showed it's a shell of itself. Like normal guy says, refs probably going to cause some bullshit against the Saints this Monday. Who they play Monday? Who they play Monday? I don't know. Normal guy knows. We all know. The refs control 10% of the game. All right. But there's a 90% of the game that is all you. Now, Deshaun Watson, you said he had over 20 completions.
I knew it with the Chiefs.
Yeah, of course. No, I think this the game where they are gonna try to cheat. But I don't think this game, I'm picking them Saints over the Chiefs. That Ray Rice loss is a huge loss for the Chiefs.
Oh, Rasheed Rice. But see, I don't think that matters. They already lost Pacheco, so they already don't got a running game, and they still keep. Let's go to the next game.
And Chiefs Chargers. Kelsey is a rapper.
Listen, he was a leading receiver. 7 catches, 89 yards. All they got to do is throw him the ball, but they only ran for 101 yards, 26 carries, 5 rushers. Kareem Hunt, 14 for 69. Patrick Mahomes, 19 for 29, 245, 1 touchdown, 1 pick, 3 sacks. But they 4-0. Like without Pacheco, without a real running game, and without Rashee Rice, he went down. But Xavier Worthy, 3 for 73.
They should be 2-2. They should have had a loss against the Ravens, and they should have had a loss against is it the Bills? No, I don't think it's the Bills, but they should be.
No, it wasn't the Bills.
Nah, well, you know
they should have lost to us. Pass interference is why they beat us.
That's the game. That's the game. The Bengals.
Yeah, hell yeah. And then the next week, who was they playing? Who was they playing the next week? And they got a pass interference, but it went in their favor again. Was that the Falcons?
Yeah, that was the Falcons.
That was the Falcons. The Falcons should have won that game.
I mean, now the Chiefs are doing what they did the last 2 years. They're living off their defense. They got a great defense. Andy Reid knows what he's doing. But the reason why I said now you can talk about, that Saints game. I think the Saints are going to be hungry. But if you watch the Chiefs, there's one Xavier Worthy is nice, but the only reason why he's nice is because Rashee Rice, bro, that's a big loss for now. Mahomes has no number one receiver.
I don't think it mattered because they lost McCole Hardman already and they lost Pacheco already, and it ain't matter. Like I'm telling you, Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid, it's really Andy Reid because he's the play caller. He puts these guys in position to be successful all the time. There's never going to be a time where Andy Reid didn't put them in. Now, if they wasn't successful when it happened, that's different. That's mistakes on the field, things like that. Right. They're always going to be ready to win. And I'm just honestly saying, this was a really good win because it's a division game. You in LA, you on the road, and you're not really playing that good, but you are. You only score 17 points. Now we know the Chiefs don't score a lot of points no more. That's because they don't got Tyreek Hill. They don't got all the deep threats that they used to having. So they're not just going to drop 30 on you every week. And, they win in games with 17 points on the road against a division rival. So if those are the games you want to win. Those are the championship games right there.
Yeah, normal guys say Andy Reid got the cheat code. Andy Reid has been doing this since the 90s with Philly, bro. This is just he is the best offensive coach of all time.
He'll have you in position to win at all times, bro.
And now he's got the greatest quarterback. And he even though he's got I think Travis Kelce has took a big step back. He's still top 5 tight end. He's not Trav, but he's still good enough to help this team win. He's not going to get you 4 or 5 touchdowns. Like he's not going to go off like he used to. He's just not that player no more. It just hits you. It's
because he look like a motorcycle cop now.
Yeah, this is
the swag is gone. Taylor Swift, you get with Taylor, you ain't got swag no more. Now you look like a motorcycle cop. So
first of all, you as Baker Mayfield, you can only have a certain amount of commercials. He's over that commercial limit. Now that Jason Kelsey's out here making cereal, bro, they put
no. I've been doing that since I was a high-ass teenager. They stole my shit. I seen that, bro. I was pissed last night.
Yeah, that shit nasty though. You put wait. You put Lucky Charms.
Listen.
And Reese's. You can't put Reese's with.
Well, hell no. No, I wouldn't do that. But I was putting like Frosted Flakes.
Yeah, you got to
Cocoa Pebbles.
Yeah,
Lucky Charms and shit. You got to put Pops and that. Bro, I'd have 5 cereals in a bowl. Yeah, you got
to put. But is it not true that you got to put chocolate with chocolate, sugar with sugar?
Yeah. The only chocolate I mix the chocolate though. I ain't gonna lie. I put the Cocoa Puffs with it. That's the only. Yeah, I put the chocolate. I had to, bro. But I was doing that as a teenager, bro. Like I swear, bro. Coming in late, high as hell. All the cereal,
good trees.
Yes, bro. Yes, man. Like, I promise. I seen that, bro. I was heated. Like,
man. My daughter got a box of that. I saw that shit. I was like, oh, they got a mix. I saw the Lucky Charms and the Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Then I seen, but then they doing the Reese's Puffs. I said,
that's terrible. I threw Golden Grams in that shit.
Thank you. You got to keep it.
You feel what I'm saying?
Normal guy's right though with the cheat code. Andy Reid, it's a toss up between taking Belichick and Andy Reid. But at this point, 3-4 years ago, I would have said Belichick. But Belichick's about defense, and you got to have offense. I'm taking offense over defense a lot of times. So Andy Reid is could go down as one of the greatest. He need another Super Bowl or two, and he might go down above Belichick, bro.
Well, they only need this one this year. That's a three-peat. Nobody ever done that.
You're right. If he get 3, that's
you got the GOAT quarterback. That automatically makes Patrick Mahomes the GOAT, if you ask me. 3 in a row, bruh.
They're not getting 3 though, because
without an elite team though, the Chiefs don't got Tyreek Hill and all these guys no more. They doing this shit with me. That's all I hear every year. Who he gonna throw to? Who he gonna throw to? The Super Bowl. Who he gonna throw to? Yeah. Oh, back-to-back Super Bowls. We hearing it again. Now Rashid and McCole Hardman gone. Pacheco gone. He's 4-0. He might go after Monday night. He go if it's in Kansas City, they're going to be 5-0.
Well, you're right. And with
Derek Carr coming off a game with 0 touchdowns, and the Chiefs still got an elite defense. That's why they won 17-10.
Mahomes is averaging. Mahomes hasn't thrown more than 2 touchdowns, and they're 4-0. But the next few weeks is going to tell a lot, because now they going back with Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt about to start looking like the Kareem Hunt he did.
Yes,
before he got kicked out of Kansas.
But this is another $55 million a year quarterback, and this was the Chiefs. This is the Chiefs defense. 16 for 27, 179, touchdown, no interceptions, 2 sacks. That's cool. He didn't throw a lot of yards. He threw 1 touchdown, mediocre game. Running game, 55 yards between 4 runners. J.K. Dobbins, 14 for 32, no rushing touchdowns. That's how you win on the road against a division rival, and you're not playing good. 17-10, that's how you win that game. You stop the run. You limit the pass, and you score your 17 points. Literally, like Patrick only needed 2 touchdowns in this game. They beat the Ravens like this. 17-10.
They've been playing 4 weeks like this, but I know they're like, who is he going to throw to now? Rice is a big loss, but I tell you what, you're right. If Rice is done for the year,
he's done. No, he's done.
If Mahomes even smells the Super Bowl, if he even gets close to the AFC Championship, he might go down as the GOAT. But let me tell you,
he don't need 7, man. He don't need 7, man.
Let me tell you why they're not going to win the Super Bowl. It's because of this.
If they do this to be his 4th one, he don't need 7.
No, he don't. No. Like that's why I said if he even gets close to making it with this team, he even got to get credit for being the GOAT. But there's one team out there right now that I think is the only team that's standing in the way of the Chiefs right now, and that's leading into that Baltimore Ravens game. And it's going to be 2 players. It's going to be that boy Lamar Video Game Jackson and the King. Let's give it up for the big King, Derrick Henry. Woo!
He's back. But what did we? I don't know if you was on the show, but it might have been me and Mike. We were saying Derrick Henry, dog, run the ball. Like the first couple games, they was not giving him the ball. And you see what he done in the past 2 weeks. 24 carries against the Bills, 199 rushing yards and 1 touchdown. They ran for 271 yards.
Bro, he was a yard away. He was a yard away from getting 200.
All Lamar had to do was throw 13 for 18, 156, 2 touchdowns, no picks, 1 sack. Come on, man.
That's how you whoop the shit out of the Bills. They won 35-10. They made the best team in the AFC East, in the AFC, look like trash, man.
Trash. They made them. They went to 3-1. Josh Allen had 16 for 29. 180 yards, no touchdowns, no picks, 3 sacks, and they only ran for 81 yards between 5 runners. Cook, 9 carries, 39 yards. That's another reason why they lost. 9 carries for 39 yards for Cook. No. Why has he only got 9 carries?
Yeah, that defense, that Ravens defense showed up.
So if Derrick Henry, if they gonna give him 24 carries around that 20 to 24 carries, and he just gonna run all over the place, and Lamar can just be a game manager. Lamar had 6 for 54 and a touchdown. With that formula, how far do you think the Ravens get if with that? Because that's the formula when you got Derrick Henry. That's the formula.
Let me tell you how this is. This is why they can beat the Chiefs this year. This is why they will beat the Chiefs, barring any injury. We do not want to see an injury because we don't want to see Mahomes hoist that 3rd trophy. because
Snow Bunny King.
This is right, Jay. This is why the Ravens are so dangerous. One stat, right? Mark Andrews has no receptions. I know.
Real quick before you finish, I got rid of him. I had him on my fantasy, bro. I had to get.
It's time.
Yeah,
you know,
I got rid of him.
I thought I was going to ask you what should I do, but it's time.
Look, I got rid of him, bro. He's gone. I had him. He's out of there.
You actually put him on the bench?
I waived his ass. Actually, let me see. I don't know if I waived him. I think I still got him.
Yeah, but you can't start
him. No, I kept him. I put him on the bench and I got rid of rid of Jawan Johnson and brought in Komet.
Well, that's what I did. That's what I'm doing. I got Zach Ertz coming up to bat now. So
right.
Let me tell you why this is dangerous. Lamar Jackson doesn't even have to use one of his best cushion blankets he's used for the last 10 years. And then they got another tight end who's a better athlete than Andrews, and they don't even got to use him yet. Bro, that first run with Derrick Henry, 80 yards on the first play of the game.
Yeah.
Look, that shit was amazing, man.
I love it, man. Ooh, I'm salivating because I missed the running back, the big time running back. Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry, he's gonna be the last. Unless Saquon Barkley continue to have a great career, Derrick Henry, it's going to be a while before it's another Hall of Famer after Derrick Henry, bro.
I don't think Saquon can catch Derrick, though. He can't.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Justice Hill. Right. Yeah, I like Justice Hill.
You're right, though. Saquon is the only one that can, but he can't catch Derrick.
Career-wise, he's not catching him. But I'm just saying because Derrick Henry's a Hall of Famer.
Bro,
I don't know how many running backs gonna be Hall of Famers after him in this next generation. I don't know.
That game, the last two games with Derrick Henry, like I don't know where to put Derrick Henry now because now he's in his 30s. He's past the age of attrition and supposed to be garbage. And he's big, he's faster, he's stronger. He doesn't slow down, bro. I think Derrick Henry is now in my top 10 greatest running back ever, bro. For real.
Yeah, and I'm with you on that. They got weapons, Isaiah Likely, those Justice Hill, those guys. I like those guys. They got a good team. If this is the formula that they use and continue to use, I think they'll get to the AFC Championship. Now, will they beat the Chiefs? I don't know, but because that's who I got there. It'll be them and the Chiefs, I believe, unless the Bills somehow, because I already said the Bills was going to be sneaky good, and everybody no, man, they ain't going to make the playoffs.
No, you did call that because
last year they did the same thing, bro. The Dolphins lost.
Going to be trash. I really
right. The Dolphins lost and the Bills won, and they snuck in. This year they actually going to make the playoffs. I don't think they sneak in. I think they make the playoffs this year. They're going to be sneaky good.
87-yard run. This man is 6'4", 6'3", 6'4", 250.
Yes.
He hit 21 miles an hour at 250.
Bro, I missed that, man. I missed that. We need more. I want to see the era where it's Terrell Davis, Emmitt Smith, Dorsey Levis, Jerome Bettis, all these dudes, Corey Dillon, like all these runners. Everybody got a running back. Everybody, Barry Sanders, Adrian Peterson, Clinton Porter. It's like all the goons. Like we haven't had that in so long.
And you know what's raw?
I miss that shit, man.
The raw thing is that the way he runs, he looks like he's 6'8" out there because he stands up.
Yes, stands up. Yes,
he runs like tall as shit. Like, bro, that
Reggie Bush. Yes,
Reggie Bush. Oh, Reggie was a monster, bro.
Man, Reggie, one of the best running backs to ever play football. I'm telling you, injuries slowed him down.
They were doing a comparison, and they said that he modeled his game around Eric Dickerson because if you remember, Eric Dickerson stood up tall too. He was 6'3". But when they compared Eric Dickerson to Henry, even Eric Dickerson said, I am not Derrick Henry. I'm 220. That motherfucker got 40 pounds on me, bro.
Yeah, he big as hell. Derrick Henry, he big as hell. And it's just like he the last great running back. Like great. Like 199 yards. Like
I just basically came out and said, I got to knock down a lot of running backs because now he's entered my top 10.
And I'm gonna have to go through my top 10, but running backs I've seen, there's no way in hell you don't put Derrick Henry in there. There's no way, because even in college, because when it's all time, you go back. It ain't just the NFL. What you did in college, and even back in high school, you can go through the whole totality. But I'll even go back to high school. Heisman winner, went crazy at Alabama, comes to the league, goes crazy with the Titans, has a little break, now he's back in the league with the Ravens, and look what he's doing. And he got to be in the top 10, bro. He has to.
And I think if he's not in people's top 10 yet, because
top 15 easy.
He's going to be there by the end of the year, because this situation that he's in, I think, and
no, this is it.
Yeah, this is it for Lamar and him. This is it, because Mark Andrews is done. That defense is only going to get older, but that man, that situation they got, we've never seen two running backs.
They still lost a close one to the Chiefs, though, already, though.
But this time is different. You know why it's different, Jay? Because you cannot go back and be down by 7 and see that clock ticking and see that Super Bowl logo up there and see Derrick Henry, and you cannot not give him the ball. You can't. I don't care what system you got.
And I do think that's going to be the difference, because that was the difference. That was the difference in the first meeting, because they wasn't running Henry like they should have been running him against the Chiefs. And then last year in the championship game, they stopped running the ball. It was the same shit. So now that you're running Derrick Henry and it's effective, and he's actually running around like crazy and 199 yards, like, I think that's the factor against if it comes down to whoever they play in the AFC Championship, because I think the Ravens make it all the way.
I think, and that's the team. I got the Texans sneaking in there. We got to see what the Texans going to do the next 5 weeks. But my pick, and that was just from that beatdown that they gave Buffalo. It shows you, and Buffalo got a good defense. It shows you what happens when you put Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry in the perfect scheme together. And he's not even throwing that Mark Andrews yet, bro. We got to drop him on our fantasy. That's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. All right, we got two Monday night games. First one, Titans, Dolphins, which I don't know. Who cares? Mason Rudolph played for Tennessee. 9 for 17, 85 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, sacked 1 time. And that's compared to Tyler Huntley for Miami, 14 for 22, 96 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, sacked twice. So no passing touchdowns. And then
Tyreek went berserk on the sideline there.
Bro, 142 rushing yards for the Titans, 2 touchdowns, 106 for the Dolphins, 30 carries. The Titans ran the ball 40 times, 30 carries for the Dolphins total between 5 runners for both teams, 106 a touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins was back, but that didn't really matter because there was no passing touchdown. So, but the Titans scored 2 touchdowns on offense and ended up with 31 points.
Bro, the man cave. If anybody, Tyreek put the APB out. If anybody out there can throw the ball and you're healthy and you need an agent, me and Jay got you. We gonna the man cave gonna represent you, because Tyreek Hill said they need a quarterback because it's over in Miami. It's over.
Yeah, we're man. Listen, man, they season done for. They gonna be the last team. They 1-3. I don't think the Dolphins win another game with Tyler Huntley as their quarterback, and then Skylar Thompson as the backup. That's just you're never.
Tyreek just threw out the Boyle kid. There's the Nick Boyle or some shit. There's a Boyle. Yeah, he's about to be next. Like Huntley's done. Huntley's done because he can't.
Tyreek 4 catches. Tyreek and Waddle both have 4 catches.
That's ridiculous, man. Tyreek had more rushing yards than catching yards. That's crazy.
Yeah. 3 for 19.
So okay,
he had 23 receiving yards.
Like, big ups to the Titans for whipping the shit out of the Dolphins.
That game was ass. Even though the Titans scored 30, they scored 17 points on field goals.
That game was terrible. Like, don't let the score fool you. That was thank God they had another game on at the same time. That was smart as shit.
Man, extra points and field goals. Hey,
this is what this. Big ups to Will Levy. Doing his thing. I think that's
Levis. No, it was Mason Rudolph.
Oh yeah, that was. But
it wasn't even Will Levis.
Yeah, that's the thing about Will, man, I don't. Will, that's another discussion, man. Will, I don't even know what they're gonna do because now you might have to throw Mason Rudolph out there, bro. Like if this kid is hurt, Mason is a pocket quarterback. But the bigger question, Jay, is Miami. Okay, now we had a point where Tyreek is only gonna be he was going ballistic on the sideline, right? Can't even get him the ball. You down by 20, you still can't even get him. You got the two best receivers in the league on the team, you still can't give him the ball, right? Mike McDaniels, I feel like is done. I mean,
he's trash, man.
Yeah, like I don't get these. The boy looked like he's 19. He looked like he's overwhelmed. What is he doing there?
His game plan sucks.
Yeah, you're going to make this dude go back into rehab, man. He already had a drinking problem. Now you got the whole city of Miami on his back. I don't understand these owners throwing these organizations to 25, 30-year-old kids, man. Like, now, what are they going to do with Tua, Jay? Now, if you're
Tua's done. He got to sit his ass down. He done.
Yeah, but we know that. But if you're Tua, Jay, and you know you want to play, and you see this team, you know he coming back, bro. You know he.
Yeah, he gonna come back. He gonna come back like a jackass. But I'm retiring after that. Like I'm cool, bro. I ain't about to. No, I'm not sacrificing my health for this shit.
How many?
I'm already a multi-millionaire. I'm cool.
Oh yeah, but how many? I mean, I respect the fight in him. I respect that. I hope he.
Not me, bro. Not when it's your brain, bro. Yeah. Like, nah, that's different, bro. That's your mental. Like, bro, nah, bro, you gotta chill. He need to chill because even when he come back, the next big hit and he hit his head or some shit, the doctor's gonna tell him he done anyway.
Well, that's what he needs to say. I think if he's gonna come out, if I'm Tua, this is what I'm gonna do. First of all, I'm gonna give it. How many weeks do you think it's gonna take for him to? You know, he ready to play now. How many weeks you think he gonna take? He gonna take the comeback.
I'm sitting in. Well, I know he'll be back. He'll probably come back after halfway through the season, but I would not play him for the rest of the season. We taking this L, go get a top pick, and be done with this shit. They'll be the best team. They'll get the #1 pick because they're not winning no more games with Tyler Huntley and Skylar Thompson. They're not. They're not going to win a game. They'll have maybe 2 wins. Maybe.
Do you play Tyreek Hill in your starting fantasy now?
No, well, it's Tyreek Hill, so you always want to play Tyreek Hill. But if you got somebody better that you can replace him with, then you might want to replace him for a few weeks just to see how things go. Like 2 weeks just to see how things go. Because if it's a consistent thing, then yeah, you're gonna have to keep him on the bench. He's gonna cost you.
If I'm Tua, this is what I say. I'm like you. I wait till it's week 4 going into
like
5.
week 10 or some shit.
Yeah, wait. Yeah, I mean, well.
He gotta
think about it though. If he's ready to play, he's gonna be ready to play now. He's gonna be ready to play in week 10. We don't know when the next it might be the same thing as last year. Last year he didn't miss a game. He had a great year. And now here he goes with the concussion.
Yeah, but if you bring him back, or if he come back, say he come back in 3 weeks,
right?
4 weeks. It's not going to make a difference in what y'all doing. Y'all already trash.
Right.
He's not going to come back and just change everything. So let him sit so y'all can assure a top pick and then bring him back in like week 10 or 11. You already trash. You already know y'all not doing nothing.
And then at least you could say, okay, there's no need to throw you out there to end your career because if he goes out there at 1-7, he's going to get his head cracked because we know they got to throw the ball. And then that gives him a chance next year to compete with the new kid and then see what happens
and be healthier, man. Like he just gotta relax, take a season off, but you're still young.
Yeah, what is he? 23? Jalen Hurts.
No, he like 26 or something like that. He like Jalen Hurts like 26.
So is it like that? Is it over? Have we picked the wrong team to have the worst? Who we picked? We said the
Giants, or no, we said the Panthers, but the Panthers, but they actually benched Bryce Young, so that changes everything because Andy Dalton can win games.
So now we looking at the Dolphins as being
the Dolphins, bro. Tyler Huntley might win one more game with Tyler Huntley and Skylar Thompson. I'm telling you, if that's their 2 quarterbacks, bro.
Jay, after that game,
they'll beat the Jets. They'll beat the Patriots. They'll steal a game against the Patriots. If they win one more game, that'll be it against the Patriots.
After putting 12 points up against Tennessee's backup quarterback and then Tyreek Hill going out there and saying his Nick Boyle dude name, I don't even think you're gonna see Huntley again, bro. They gonna just keep the carousel going till shit.
Yeah, but Huntley did better than the Skylar Thompson dude.
Yeah,
So.
Yeah, what he had 60. Huntley had 60 yards instead.
That's what I'm saying. Like I think they gonna put him. I think they gonna keep him out there, man. But I don't see them winning no more games. If they do, it'll be against the Patriots. They'll still win against a division game against the Patriots, and that'll probably be it. Because Huntley can win you a game like that at home against the Patriots. It'll have to be that. It won't be nothing else. Because I just
is it safe to say that Mike McDaniels is done?
He's done. Yeah, he's done. He's out of there. Get him out of there. He's done. Cooking. Even with Tua, he's been underachieving. So.
Yeah, I don't think he don't look like he know what he's doing anyway. Last game on the schedule.
Both 3-1.
Detroit 42 on the Seattle Seahawks
42, but they gave up 29.
Big game. That was a big game. I had Seattle. I know you're gonna run the stats. I had Seattle. I felt like it was gonna be an upset. They had their chance, but Detroit is strong at home. They pulled it out. That was a good game, though. That was a real good game.
Yeah, it definitely was a good game. But Jared Goff, though, 18 for 18, boy. 292, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, sacked 3 times. 18 for 18.
Damn, that boy that ball didn't hit the grass one time.
292, so it wasn't a bunch of dink and dunk. He was throwing that shit. They ran for 116, 3 rushing touchdowns. Jahmyr Gibbs, 14 for 78, 2 touchdowns. Montgomery, 12 for 40 and a touchdown. Geno went crazy, 56 passes, 38 for 56, 395. Touchdown, interception, 3 sacks. They ran for 133 yards. Kenneth Walker, 12 for 83 touchdowns. That's why I lost fantasy this week because of him. And then Geno, 5 for 38. I like to see Geno run the ball. DK Metcalf, 7 for 104, no touchdowns. So this was a really good game, man.
This was a great game, bro.
Jameson Williams, 2 for 80 and a touchdown. Amon-Ra had a touchdown that he was probably out of bounds on, but they gave it to him.
Yeah,
they still win, even if you take it back. They still win the game. But Jared Goff, how good was that performance? 18. It's actually perfect if you don't get sacked.
They said you got it. Yeah, the only reason why he didn't get perfect is because you got to complete over 20 passes for a perfect rating, but it is perfect.
Yeah. To me, it's perfect, but you're right.
Oh, it's perfect.
20 for 20 would have been perfect, but no, it's perfect to me.
All he got to do is still 4 more screen passes, and it would have been perfect.
And it would have been perfect. But the 3 sacks is why, he wasn't clean the whole game because he went down. But I like the performance, and it's a big game against the Seahawks, who is a really good team. They put up 29 points.
Yeah, you called it. You said, who was the team? So you said, what was the team we was talking? So the 2 teams that you called, Jay, in the preseason so far have showed up. The Commanders in the NFC, right? And then you said Detroit was going to be that team in the NFC too. And now the scary thing about Detroit
and the Bills, I said the Bills going to be sneaky good too.
Yeah, you did say that. Yeah, take all the motherfucking credit. Go ahead.
Yeah, I need all 3 of them. Yeah, I need them. I argue about this shit. Right. Yeah, hell yeah.
Hey, look, if you think I'm lying, run the tape back, nigga.
Run the tape. Hell yeah, we got evidence.
Look though, the Detroit Lions are dangerous because Goff doesn't make mistakes, and that 2-headed running game they got with Montgomery and Lamb.
Yeah,
and then they got Laporta. Yeah, and you got Brown, Amon-Ra, bro.
Jameson Williams.
Yeah, Detroit. Yeah, and then Jameis Williams getting like a
good Buckeye too. He left and went to Alabama for that year, but he sat on our bench for like 3 seasons, like Joe Burrow did. That's how much talent.
Yeah, and he got an 80-yard touchdown. So now you got the guy. You got the guy that could take the top off the defense, the one that could chop up the defense, and then 2 backs that could run over your defense. Like,
yeah, man, I like it. And I like that defense. Aiden Hutchinson and those boys, man, they cause a big problem, even though they gave up 29 points. Geno had a great game, 395. You throw for 395 and you only get 1 touchdown with 56 passes, man. You gotta get more touchdowns.
Yeah,
you have to. If you're gonna win a game like this in Detroit, you gotta throw more touchdowns because 42 points and you score 29. You think you could score 29 and that'd be enough to win the game, but it wasn't.
42 points is a lot on that Seattle Seahawks defense. That defense is pretty good. Like I said, me and you are fans of Geno Smith. We feel like he's earned that role. He showed he's been to the Pro Bowl. You know, he's just a weapon. He's a different quarterback. Everybody's stuck on that New York Jets Geno. That game was closer than the score. You know,
for sure.
Yeah, you look at that and you say, oh, that wasn't close because they won by 13. It was some type of fumble or some type of, I think it was a play call that through Seattle had a touchdown. Oh, it was DK Metcalf, some type of touchdown. But that was a really good game, and I feel like both of those teams are going to be there at the end. Seattle, Detroit, both of them are going to be good defenses, great offenses. They got what it takes to make that shit happen. So,
all right, man. And we're not gonna preview nothing. We don't got enough time. We'll save that for Thursday. But we got some couple big college games I thought was interesting. Miami almost lost to Virginia Tech.
Oh man,
how? It was 38-34, bro. They gave up 34 points. They almost lost to Virginia Tech. They at number 7. I like Cam Ward and I like what Miami doing, but if that's what you do against Virginia Tech, I don't see them doing too much in the playoffs. They will be a playoff team, but I don't see them doing too much because Virginia Tech, bro. Come on now.
Virginia Tech though. Like really?
Come on now. I know you watched the Alabama Georgia game.
Oh yeah, I watched that. Shit was amazing.
And now, see, this is my thing. Now, Georgia, they was getting their asses beat on.
Yeah.
They was getting demolished, bro, the whole game. And then somehow, them damn Bulldogs, you can't count them out. ETN start going crazy. Now, what you think about Jalen? They won 41-34. What you think about Jalen Milroe, man? Heisman?
I think
is he on there? Is he on there? Because Travis Hunter and Judkins, for me, it's probably Hunter, Judkins, Milroe.
He on that list. He on that Heisman list for sure. Like
man, and that running back from Boise actually might be number 1. He got almost 900 yards in 4 games. He just had a 259-yard rushing game this last game.
Bro, that boy looked like he looked like the next big thing coming at running back, man.
Bro, he's the best running back, and they had Ollie Gordon, Oklahoma State, as the top running back and top for Heisman. Nah. That dude from Boise State probably number 1. And then Travis Hunter.
That kid Ryan Williams, normal guy.
He's like 17. Oh yeah, he's 17. He's a kid. And
he's
18. But Jeremiah Smith is 18, so we got a kid too in Ohio.
I think a Heisman trophy is always fun, always exciting every year. But this year, you got guys, man, going off the grid, man. It's going to be a hell of a Heisman Trophy race this year, though, for sure.
Hell yeah. And we had an upset. Number 6, Ole Miss, Lane Kiffin lost to Kentucky.
Lane's still out there losing.
Yeah, man, that's a bad loss for them.
Lane just can't get right. He can't get right.
Yeah, we got Illinois in the Big Ten. They lost to Penn State, but they 4-1. Indiana in the Big Ten, they 5-0. I'm like,
damn.
It's got to be fluke.
The Big Ten.
Michigan almost lost to Minnesota with their bum asses.
Yeah, I seen that. Michigan. Well, you already know. Like now that Harbaugh's not there, they're gonna take a drop off. We already know that.
Kansas State beat Oklahoma State. Like it was some good stuff going on. I like this college season so far, man. I don't want to talk too much about it right now.
Hey, but Jay, we got the NBA season loading up too, bro.
Oh yeah, Cat and Julius Randle and Julius Randle and DiVincenzo to the Timberwolves and Cat to the Knicks.
Well, the Knicks got hella good. Woo.
Yeah, I think the Knicks is gonna benefit because Cat's gonna be a big part of what they do, and Julius just didn't fit no more. I believe he just didn't fit no more. You know what I mean?
I'm shocked they brought that Villanova team there and then they got rid of DiVincenzo, bro.
But you can't have 4 dudes that play the same position.
Yeah. You got too many dudes that's playing that position. That Eastern Conference is going to be fun to look at this year, bro. It's going to be
it definitely is. But unfortunately for the fans out there and everybody in the chat, we coming to an end, man. P. Scully and Jay. Appreciate Scully every time he pop up. Y'all know what time it is when you see that man's face. We appreciate y'all. Yeah, we appreciate y'all. Shout out to all the networks we deal with, man. Shout out to everybody that click, that subscribe, that like, share, that word of mouth. We appreciate all of that, man. And we'll be back hopefully. Well, Thursday, I don't got my schedule for Thursday yet, so I don't know if I'm gonna be at work or not.
Oh, we'll be here. You know, we'll be. Somebody will be.
Yeah,
here.
Somebody will be here. Y'all see somebody. You know what I mean? It ain't been
a good thing. You never know what face gonna show up. I think we gone. Peace.